We finally got a release date for Ninjago Dragons Rising. So I guess the theme in the past few weeks, as well as I guess the past month from LEGO, has been transparency, because this is something us Ninjago fans have not been accustomed to in quite a very long time. We actually have a release date for Ninjago Dragons Rising, as well as where to watch it and a general plot synopsis thanks to this article released by the HD Room that came out today. And all this information is going to be gone over in today's video. I'm going to break down this article as well as link it down below in the description if you guys want to read it and check it out for yourselves. And we do have this brand new image of what looks to be like Crux, even though it's been confirmed it's actually not Crux. So it's, I guess, someone that's not Crux, as well as all these different warriors behind him. So I guess this is the villain faction for this upcoming season. Definitely quite interesting looking. Don't really have many thoughts on them yet. Don't really know what their purpose is as of yet. But before I do get into all this article breakdown stuff, I do just want to mention that there is an awesome deal going on right now for Amazon when it comes to the Ninjago Cole's Dragon Cruiser car set. Usually in the United States, this thing costs $45, but using the link down below in the description, you guys can get this set for $10 off at $35, which is an incredible deal, incredible steal. Definitely cheaper than you would have gotten it at the LEGO store. So make sure to click the link down below in the description if you guys were curious on picking this set up. And yeah, it does help support me and the channel and benefits you guys as well. So without further ado, let's get into the bread and potatoes, meat and potatoes, whatever the hell you want to call it, the food of the video, okay, the main course. All right, this is the Last Supper right here. So, the build-up to the 2023 installment of Ninjago, yada, 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 a bunch of other BS that we don't really need to dive into. This is the most important sentence in this paragraph. Netflix have announced that they will be carrying Ninjago Dragons Rising beginning June 1st, 2023 in the United States. So, this is a confirmed deadline date. We're going to be receiving the actual show, the new series, on June 1st, 2023. Now, this is awesome news because it's right around the corner. It's literally a little over a month away, and this is going to be on Netflix, which is something that I think a lot of people have access to. I guess more access than cable as of late. Cable's been kind of dying, so you know, these streaming platforms, it's a great decision to move Ninjago over to streaming because Cartoon Network has been mishandling this property for ages. They just didn't know how to air it properly, didn't know how to hype up the show, and I feel like it was kind of losing it in audience. And I feel like there's a great potential here to gain a massive audience on Netflix. It's the right move by LEGO. I've been talking about this for months now, so it's great to see that LEGO has finally acknowledged this and moved the show onto a different platform, a different service where we can all enjoy the show. And we don't know as of yet if the episodes are going to be drip fed to us weekly or if it's going to be the classic Netflix binge model. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see for more details on that. But potentially we could be looking at a whole binge series where all episodes drop at once. And yeah, I also did overhear some information regarding to episode length. It seems like the episodes are going to be going back to the 22-minute format, which I think is a great step in the right direction because 11 minutes was simply not enough in the Wild Brain seasons. I didn't think that it would be enough, and it didn't look like it was. It's not a sufficient amount of time to tell a good, coherent story, and I think a lot of the Wild Brain seasons suffered from that, especially Crystallized. A bunch of different stuff. Basically, new showrunners are taking over the series. Chris Wyatt-Dock, who has been phenomenal. I just have to say that he's been phenomenal in interacting with the community on Twitter. If you guys don't have Twitter, then definitely install it and follow Doc because he has been incredible for the community. His transparency and his communication with everybody has been on par with some of the best. Might I say even better than Tommy at times. I don't know who really Kevin Burke is, but yeah, he's I guess running the show as well. They're replacing Braggy, who wrote the Wild Brain seasons. Not my favorite writer, but I think he did a serviceable job for what he had. And here is the synopsis for Ninjago Dragons Rising. In the series, many legendary realms have suddenly combined into one, but their reunion is unstable. A Spinjitzu ninja master must train a new generation of heroes to help find elemental dragons who can save the planet before the forces of evil use the same dragon energy to destroy this new world. So it does seem to be like a general synopsis for the series. You don't get too many details here, but once again, the ninja have to protect these dragons from these bad guys because they're gonna harness this energy to destroy the world. Your casual Ninjago plotline. But what is the most standout information in this paragraph is this sentence right here. A Spinjitzu master must train a new generation of heroes to help find elemental dragons. So this is really interesting stuff because, of course, in that one leaked trailer that we discussed in yesterday's video, we saw Lloyd taking on the position of sensei. Well, at least we think so. We've theorized that so far, in training these younglings to become the next generation of ninja. So this is something that we've talked about a lot in the community in terms of who's going to be the next, team of ninja to take on the role, because the ninja can't do this stuff forever. We've already been doing this and seeing this stuff happen for the past 11 to 12 years. So seeing new members of the team getting added is always a good thing, and maybe they can slowly start to phase out the other old ninja that we've been known and accustomed to for the past couple of years. In addition to the creative team reshaping the Ninjago landscape, the Wild Brain studio once again confirms that Wild Brain is going to be animating the show. They have switched to Unreal Engine 5, which I think is really important to highlight here, because this goes into that whole Epic Games and Lego deal that went down a few months ago. I didn't really cover it, but there was an article that was published I believe on Twitter a couple months back, and essentially what this does is it helps Ninjago improve the animation quality. Just looks a lot more crisper, and as you guys can see in the trailers, I mean, the animation just looks incredible, even though I would have, in theory, really like to have a switch in animation style. Getting a much more crisp and quality 3D animation for Ninjago isn't bad whatsoever, so I'm not complaining there. There are also new characters such as Aaron, voiced by Devin Mack, and Sora, voiced by Sabrina Petre. So we don't really know who they are. All we know is that they're going to be training under Lloyd Garmadon in the teasers. So that is definitely something to take into account, as well as new villains and more non-human characters. So yeah, basically this show seems like it's going in the right direction. There's a lot of good changes here that we've discussed in today's video. And there is one piece of information as well down here that I think we should highlight. Ninjago Dragons Rising Lego sets are expected to be unveiled on May 1st or shortly thereafter. So we are on the verge of getting some set leaks very, very soon. So once that does happen, I will be updating you guys with a video there. But that seems to kind of wrap up everything that was discussed in this article. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Ninjago information. Come to you guys whenever I get that, and yeah, peace out.